Hello there, it's Caroline here again, and I'm standing in front of one of my bookcases. Now, this bookcase has got lots of different types of books in it. This one, it's called Birds of Sussex, and it tells you all about where they live. It's a science book. What else have I got here? Oh, I've got one all about London. And this one is a history book. And I suppose it's sort of a geography book as well. And what else have I got here? I've got a storybook. I like storybooks. I like reading stories. This one's very famous. It's called Pride and Prejudice. And what else have I got here? This one is a picture book. It's actually a family album, and it sort of tells the story of my family for 1 year. Now, maybe you'd like to stop your video now and just see if you can talk about what are your favourite books. Now, when it comes to books, there's one other book I've got here I want to show you. It's a really big book and it's a really old book. And this is a very old Bible. Now, people talk about the Bible as being a book, but actually it's a whole library of books. Do you know how many books there are in the Bible? That's a quiz question. Well, the answer is 66. Now, the books I want to talk about today are the books called the Gospels, which tell the story of Jesus. Now, those books in that bit of the library that's called the Bible, they're like biographies. They talk about a person. I've got some biographies in here somewhere, actually. Yes, these are biographies of kings. Now, biographies tells you the story of someone's life. And when you're writing a biography, you ask the people who knew them, or you look at the documents that were around at the time they were around. And from that, you're able to build a picture of the person. And that's what the Gospels do. They give us a picture of Jesus. Now, I know you were talking about Easter not long ago with Father Mark. And after the resurrection, one of the things you can do is read in the books of the Bible. You can read about what happened after the resurrection. And that has been written down by people who talk to people who knew Jesus. And they tell you the story. Now, what I'm going to do is read you a story. It's not a story as in a made-up story, but one of the happenings that's recorded in the book of the Bible called the Gospel of John. And it tells you about one of the things that happened after Jesus rose from the dead. Just after daybreak, Jesus stood on the beach. But the disciples did not know it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, "Children, you've no fish, have you?" "No," he said to them. "So," he said, "cast your net on the right-hand side of the boat, and you will find some." So they cast it. And now there were so many fish that they were not able to haul it in. Now that's a story of one thing that happened after Jesus had risen. And we know about it because it was written in one of the books that is in the library called the Bible. And so I really encourage you to go and look at any Bibles that you have, whether they're the words versions or ones that have got stories and pictures in them, and learn the different books that are in the Bible. Some of them are stories, some of them tell the history of the people of Israel, and the Gospels are biographies that tell you about Jesus.